Hey there, this is Jamey from Stonemeyer Games, and I'm here today to play Game 59, Round 1 of Rolling Realms. If you're joining me for the first time, I do. Oh, here's Walter. Actually, if you don't know Walter, he's my cat. Yeah. So if you haven't joined these live streams before, this is where I randomize three realms from our game Rolling Realms. Today we have Terra, Mystica, Viticulture, and Millennium Blades. And I live play a round, and you can play along with me. You can just hang out, or you can talk about these games. These are great games, or you can play along in the future. If you're watching this in the future, you can play Rolling Realms against me at any time. So let's jump right in and start playing these realms. This is a infinitely scaling roll and write game. So I roll 2 dice. I have a 5 and a 2, and I need to use these numbers, or I should try to use these numbers to score, hopefully, 6 stars on each of these realms. Let's see what we have here. Actually, 2 is great for Terra Mystica. Terra Mystica has an income element that is generated in turns 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have started that income generating machine here. 5 is actually great for Terra Mystica too, but you can't activate the same realm twice in the same turn. So I need to use that 5 elsewhere. It's pretty good in Viticulture. Millennium Blades lets you create new dice, which is pretty good. So, so for Millennium Blades, if I mark off this 5, I actually gain a 2, which is pretty cool. Okay, that seems great. So if I use the 5, I mark this card on Millennium Blades. Hey, Chad, thanks for joining us. How are you doing today? And then I gain this resource, pretty generous realm here, although I guess I have to mark off 10 numbers, which is difficult because there's only 9 turns in a round. And then I gain a 2. So I get to gain that 2 over here in Viticulture and gain a coin. In Rolling Realms, you gain resources that you can use to do things like manipulate dice or create essentially new dice. Turn 2, a 3 and a 6. And as I mentioned, there's some income from Terra Mystica. And so I mark off this turn 2 and I get a pumpkin. And actually, I lucked into this. The 6 is the other income number for Terra Mystica. So I get the 6 here. And that means on turns 3, 5, 7, 9, I get a heart. Chad says he's enjoying nap time with his baby boy. So that's the 6. The 3, I like the idea of using it over Millennium Blades because it creates a number pretty easily. Yeah, let's do that. So let's use that 3 over here in Millennium Blades. That's the 3. I gain a coin, and I also gain a value 4 die that I can use over here in Viticulture to gain a heart. Again, very generous realm in Millennium Blades. At some point, I will have to try to create a number, though, to create a, because there are only nine turns. Turn 3 here. A 1 and a 3. So the beginning of turn 3, I gain a heart. And I have a 1 and a 3 to use. So I need to start to venture out here in Terra Mystica. I think the 3... So one of the goals in Terra Mystica is to connect these 2 dwellings. And so I will use, I think, the 3 over here. Use that 3. I think that'll work out. And then although let's see what numbers I can create. I could create a 6 with Millennium Blades. Could be interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use the 1 here. And interestingly, in Millennium Blades, you can use either a coin or 2 pumpkins to manipulate the number plus or minus 1. Hey, Garrett, thanks for stopping by to say hi. I'll just use the 1 for now. There's a 1. There's a pumpkin. I gain a 6. And 6 is a great thing to have over in Viticulture. Gain another pumpkin. All right, turn 4. A pair of 1s, not the ideal pair. With 2 hearts in Rolling Realms, you can copy a number in a pair, but 1s are already pretty easy to create with coins, or easier to create with only 1 coin, really. So a pair of 1s isn't great, but I can... I kind of need a 5. And so I'm going to do this. I'm going to use 1 coin in Millennium Blades to manipulate one of these ones into a 2, which gives me another coin right back, and it gives me a 5, which is what I really need in Terra Mystica. There's a 5. And I haven't used the other one, and so I'll use the other one in Viticulture to gain a coin. All right, so far so good. Turn 5. A 5 and a 6, some high numbers here. 5 and a 6. How can I use these high numbers? So in Terra Mystica, I'm trying to get to these 5s. I want to cross off 5s in Terra Mystica. How many more numbers do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to use all of my remaining turns to cross off very specific elements. I could go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are a couple different options there. But there are no 6s in there at all. So what do I need? I could use this 1. Why don't I do that? I'll use the 6. Here's the 6. That'll be a pumpkin. I gain a 1. This 1 will get me down closer to that 5. That gives me some options. Either a 3 or a 5 is fine next in Terra Mystica. And so that was the 6. I used the 1 over here, so I need a 5 over in Viticulture. There's a 5. Great. Now I do have a bunch of pumpkins here that I could use. Why don't I do this? I'm going to double up in Millennium Blades because I think this is the difficult part of Millennium Blades. You have to get a 9. 9 is not a normal number to get in Rolling Realms. So I'm going to use 3 pumpkins to... Oh, but I have to copy the 6. And I haven't copied the 6. Yeah, actually, I can't do that because I've already used the 6. I was thinking the pumpkins would copy it, but they don't. They just manipulate a number that you already have. I will hold off on that and hope that I roll more 6s. All right, turn 6. Oh, that's a low roll. That is not great for Millennium Blades. A 1 and a 2. Okay, and I really need a 3 for Terra. Oh, and I've forgotten some resources for Terra Mystica. I have not gotten resources in quite some time, actually. So I got the second turn, third turn. I'm missing 2 pumpkins, and a heart. That heart would have come in use last turn. There's the 6. Okay, what can I do with this now? Well, okay, I think I'll do this. I will use a single coin to manipulate this 1 into a 0. That gives me a star, and it also gives me a 6. And the 6 I can definitely use in Viticulture, combining with this 6 to get a 12. That's 2 stars from Viticulture. I haven't used the 2 yet. I'm going to manipulate that 2 into a 3. Cross that off right there. I am definitely going to need some high rolls, though, moving forward to get the 7, 8, and 9 knocked off. Let's hope that we can make it happen. Turn 7. So at the beginning of turn 7, I don't want to forget about this. I will gain a heart. Here's a heart. And we have a 1 and a 5. Okay, 5 is a higher number. We can work with that. 1 and a 5. And I actually really need a 5 in Terra Mystica. I might need to copy that 5. But here's the 5 in Terra Mystica. For to use that heart. Now, what can I do? What else can I do with that 5? The 1 is not particularly helpful in Viticulture, unfortunately. I almost wonder if I should use the 1 in Terra Mystica. But the 5s are more valuable. If I cross off all 3 5s, the deserts in Terra Mystica, I get 3 points. So I think I need to do that. But I think I also need to copy this 5 and use it in Millennium Blades. In fact, I might just skip Viticulture this round. We'll see. I think I'd like to turn that 5 into a 7. That's a big jump, but I think it's worth it. So let's spend 1 coin and 2 pumpkins I also need to copy the 5 in the first place. So 3 hearts copies the 5, manipulate that 5 into a 7. Cross that off here in Millennium Blades. Again, this isn't something you can normally do. Millennium Blades is letting me do that using coins, which you normally can't do. And it creates a 4, which is interesting. So I can actually now use that 4 in Viticulture. Let's use the 4 to get this 10 crossed off. So it'll be 4 plus 2 plus 4 is 10. That's 2 more hearts in Viticulture with 2 turns to go, which is pretty good. Still haven't doubled up in Millennium Blades, but I don't think this is the time to do so. Oh, I still haven't used that 1. And I can't use the 1. I've used all 3 realms. So I just get a free resource for that 1. I'm going to use it because I think I will need to copy numbers again. I'm going to use it for a heart. At the beginning of turn 8, we get a pumpkin. Come on, high numbers. A 3 and a 5. Okay. It's still love a 6, but a 3 and a 5 will do. The 3 does help me in Viticulture if I really need that. It's pretty close to a 2 in Terra Mystica if I want to manipulate it. I wish I could reach that 5 right now, though. What can I do here? So I think I will... Yeah, okay. Let's turn that 5. I'll use 2 pumpkins to turn that 5 into a 4. That gives me a star, and it gives me a 3. So I'm going to use that 3 in Viticulture to just gain a heart. And now I haven't used this 3 yet, but I need to manipulate it into a 2. So I'm going to use 2 more pumpkins, 2 more precious pumpkins to turn it into a 2 right here. Going after the rare 6 stars in Terra Mystica. Rare to do, but we'll see if we can pull it off. That's it for this turn. I'm saying, oh, 2 pumpkins. I don't know if that was the way to, instead of using 2 pumpkins to manipulate that first number in Millennium Blades, I'm going to use a coin instead because I so I still used, I get 2 pumpkins back. That's what I'm doing here because I'm going to need all the pumpkins that I can to double up in Millennium Blades. So it's hard to sacrifice a coin, but I think I need to do so. Let's go on to the last turn. Again, high numbers, please. 6 and 3. Okay, we have a chance here. 6 and 3. This is the beginning of turn 9, so I get a heart. A pair of 6s would have been amazing. This probably won't be enough, but we'll do our best because a 6 and a 5 would have been ideal, so I could cross off this 5. This 5 is worth 2 stars if I can do it. The 3 is fine. Oh, there's a 5 right there. If I can get up to that 5 in Millennium Blades, that would be perfect. The 3, let's just use the 3 because the 3 can easily get into Viticulture here. The 3 plus 5. Okay, we have our stars for Viticulture. Now, what are we going to do with this 6? I need to turn this 6 into a 9. I actually don't know if I can now. I don't think I can. Because the 6, it would be awesome if I could. Because if I turn it into a 9, then I get a 5. I can use the 5 over here in Terra Mystica. That's a net of 3 more stars. But I can't get it that high. I just can't get it that high. I can turn this 6 into a 7 and then an 8, but I can't get it up to 9, unfortunately. I would need 1 more pumpkin to make that happen. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. So at best, I think I just need to turn this 6 into a 5. There's the 6 turns into a 5 right here because that is plus 2 stars. That's full stars for Terra Mystica. And then in Millennium Blades, I could copy the 6. But I could only turn it into a 7. I can't go higher than 7. So I think that's it. Chad does say that the Man vs. Meeple apiary game went great. B puns all over the place. That's great, Chad. Yeah, so Man vs. Meeple YouTube channel ran a live playthrough of apiary earlier today. I'm glad to hear it went well, Chad. Thank you for checking that out. So our final score, Millennium Blades, I get a star for completing a row. I missed out on these 2 stars and 3 more. Yeah, I always start to play Millennium Blades. I'm like, oh, this is so easy. It's giving me dice. I can do anything with these dice. I'm saving all these pumpkins and coins. And then I get to the end. I'm like, oh, that's why. It's really, really hard to get an 8 or a 9. But I had fun playing along. This is a 15 0.6 for my first round score. If you're playing against me in the future, let me know what you scored and note that I got a 15.6 in the comments so I can hopefully congratulate you on getting an even better score. I will be back tomorrow for another round of Rolling Realms. I do want to say two things. One, if you have a fan realm that already exists, or that one that you're ready to publish, that you're ready to share, there's a thread on Board Game Geek about where you can post your favorite fan realms that you want me to play in game 60, because I'm going to use fan realms for that, not published realms. And Rolling Realms is actually coming up on its second birthday on November 19th. So get ready to play. Maybe if you want to play Rolling Realms against me this weekend instead of live, that's a good way to celebrate its birthday with me. All right. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow at the same time, 3 o'clock Central, on the YouTube channel and on the Rolling Realms Facebook group. Take care.